Hi guys, ArchieLuxury on the ArchieLuxury channel, and today guys I want to make this video about steel wristwatches, especially steel Rolex. Quick wristwatch check, Explorer 2 42mm and Submariner 41mm. Guys, I want to make this video because I went on the Timepiece Gentleman show and I was, just been chatting to some really wealthy collectors. And, they don't have the same respect and love for steel stunners. Steel stunners, guys. Steel stunners. And I gotta tell you, I love my Rolex made of steel. And I gotta tell you, steel is so special. Have a look at the Patek market. And it's the steel 5711, the steel 5712, the Aquanauts. That's the ones that have gone crazy. In fact, even the Calatravas, it's the 6007, which is the steel version, that's pulling the big bucks. And it's the Calatrava 5212. That's the weekly calendar in steel. I gotta tell you, don't be intimidated by the watch snobs. Steel is winner, winner, chicken dinner. I gotta tell you, the steel is so beautiful. And I've gotta say to you guys, sometimes we get too caught up, platinum, precious metal, it's all insta bullshit. But you look at this as a pair, two-piece combo pair. What a winner, 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 chicken dinner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. These are winners. These are winner wristwatch winners. I've got to tell you, it's so easy. Insta bullshit, all the big names, platinum, the solid gold, John Mayer with his Daytona with the green dial. You know what? I love steel. I'll tell you an interesting story. A good friend of mine, he offered to swap for a week my ex-subby for his GMT white gold meteorite dial. And I said, no, I don't want it. I don't want to. I mean, he's very careful, his watches, he's very careful. But I didn't want the pressure of having precious metal on my wrist. It could be damaged, it could be scratched. Oh, I'd never forgive myself, And I gotta tell you, I just love steel Rolex. And it's funny, out of all the metals, I love a bit of gold. Yes, I do. I think in a dress watch, gold is beautiful. Patek Philippe's. But for everyday watches, I love them in steel. And you look at the history of watches, the Oysters. I've owned a cushion case Rolex Oyster. It was a manual wind, which from the 1920s, and it was silver. Silver was the metal. That was kind of the everyman sort of metal. Well, actually, silver was actually pretty good. You also had nickel, and they used to chrome plate. To look like steel. And then, steel was a very difficult metal to work with. It's a real bitch to cut, to polish, to shape. And the technology, they had to wait for that technology to come in. But to me, steel is a perfect metal. Stainless steel is just the best material. Silver used to be what they made watches out of. If you weren't using gold always been expensive, so silver. And then steel is amazing. Now, we've had other metals, titanium. very strong, but titanium felt like plastic to me. It's kind of like Teflon, you know, a Teflon saucepan. Yes, it's amazing, nothing sticks, but you can't use a scour sponge to clean it. You've got to treat it specially. It's got a whole host of issues and things you've got to do with it. You know what I mean? It's kind of annoying. So I got to be honest with you. Steel, in my opinion, don't ever be thinking, oh, steel is kind of the entry level. I think steel is probably the best metal to have a luxury watch made of. And I got to tell you, steel is fantastic. I've had many different steel watches in my time. And I got to tell you, that Rolex steel, man, that is absolutely amazing. 904L steel, that is the best steel. I've had Audemars Piguet, that's very soft steel. I've had two Royal Oaks. I have had a number of different steel. Omega, I like Omega steel. Omega steel's nice. I gotta tell you, as a dress watch, the Reverso is a beautiful piece. And I think that is absolutely quintessential in steel. Steel is a nice material for that watch. Yes, I must admit, in gold, it's absolutely stunning as well. Probably a little bit nicer in gold, but the steel gives it the strength of steel. And I've got to be totally honest with you. I love my steel wristwatches. Steel, you can just get a sense of security and strength. And I see all these Instagram wannabes, you know, showing off. Hey man, I got this, I got that. And give me steel any day of the week. The strength, it's just got the... It's a really good metal. You can polish it. They've now got technology. You can weld it. You can fix it. Steel is what I think is quintessential. Steel is the reason Rolex is so great, because if it wasn't for steel, you know, it's not the market share of the precious metals. It's steel and gold. The two-tone stunners. Two-tone. So I got to be totally honest with you. Don't criticize steel. Steel is a great thing to wear and enjoy. It's a very, very classy metal. It is a very classy metal. Steel is amazing. I love steel. And you can try all these different things, but you always come back to steel. And I've owned some gold piece Rolexes, and I've never really felt that comfortable. I'm always worried about bracelet stretch, scratching it, denting it, you know, whereas with steel, you've got a fair chance. It's something you can just wear and enjoy. So I've got to tell you, in your wristwatch collection there, don't discard steel. Steel is a great metal. I love it. Steel, stainless steel. I think it's winner chicken dinner. It's winners wear steel watches. And the top Pateks steel is extremely wanted. Steel Rolex. Even things like the Cartier Santos, steel. That's the way it is, guys. So don't ever be intimidated by these Insta losers out there. Steel Rolex. I love my steel. If I had my way, of course I'd like a platinum one or gold one, but everyday use, I'd always pull out a steel. Steel stunners, guys. Okay, that's the video for today. I will see you in the next one. Tell me what you think. Steel. What do you think of steel? Okay, guys, I will catch you in the next one. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury. And who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the Pontiff goes. You know, some of my Patek's came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co. Guys, if you want a happy birthday video for a relative or friend, anybody, please email me, ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com. I'll do a happy birthday with a paid review. $50 $50. You pay a bit more. I try and put a bit more time into these videos, guys, because, I want to be good to my audience. I want to be good. I want to be cool. I want to be a cool cucumber. But $50 and I will do a paid review and happy birthday video. Guys, I can't survive on Google Ads. I need your support. Look down in the description, order a video, and you will be the star of the birthday.